I'm Dr. Greg Frazier at Pacific Eye and Ear Specialists in Los Angeles, California. And I'm going to be talking to actually a friend, Warren, who recently got hearing aids. And I was just going to talk to him a little bit about maybe initially what brought you into our office.
Well, I came into Pacific Specialists because of the reputation and having friends and family members that are part of the organization. And I've heard nothing but good things. And I came on board because of a condition that I really didn't want to accept, but ultimately had to, which is Meniere's disease that started back in '96, but had gotten quite a bit worse in the last 6 months. Initially, it was only in my left ear, and then unfortunately, I guess they say it's about 40% possibility of spreading to the right ear, and it did indeed spread to the right ear. I just got tired of, especially in a noisy environment, asking people to repeat themselves, and have a special woman in my life who got a little bit tired of it as well, and frankly came out and said, you're saying yes to things that I know that you're not really hearing, and it's difficult to articulate to somebody that you're doing that because you just get tired of saying, what did you say again? And the double painful part for me is that I'm also a musician part-time, and I've been playing guitar since I was 12, and a bit of a connoisseur of tone, and a little snobby about the quality of the sound that I hear. So the stigma of potentially understanding I had to get a hearing aid, coupled with the possibility that I might not be able to enjoy music again, was just something very difficult to face, and something I had to face.
So would you ever consider wearing one of the other style of hearing aids, like a behind the ear or something like that? Or
Absolutely not. I'm in my 40s. I like to think I'm younger than that, and there's just too much of a stigma. Plus, I work in an environment where I've got very young, aggressive, and competitive people in my field, and I never thought I'd be saying this, but I just don't want to be hampered by anything, whether it's stigma. I don't want them to have another excuse, and I just want to go on living my life as if I didn't have a hearing disorder.
Okay, yeah, that's what everybody wants, actually. But as far as the lyric, we fit you with the lyric a couple of months ago, and how is the lyric working out for you so far?
It's been great. It's been great. It was very odd the first couple of days. You did warn me that there was an adjustment period, and that some people don't get through that adjustment period well. It's a little bit of a dichotomy. You have my ears feel plugged, and they don't really feel plugged anymore. But initially, the first month, they did feel plugged, and yet I could hear better. The other odd thing, and I suppose this is with all hearing aids, is that I was adjusting to hearing my own footsteps and hearing the sound of the tires of my car. I thought my car had no road noise. I guess it has some road noise now. So there was that adjustment period, and and there are some things that you do need to do a little differently, in terms of, in showering and bathing and swimming and things like that. But to me, it's worth it not having to be able to wake up and hear. I also have a baby on the way, and that's another thing. It was a very, very traumatic concept to me, not being able to hear the baby cry. And I said that to Lisa. I said, "What if I can't wake up and hear my baby?" Well,
that might be lucky, because then you wouldn't have to get up in the middle of the night and help feed the baby and stuff like that.
Well, that's why we have the magnet. Turn it off if I wanted to turn it off, and change my selective hearing there. So yes.
So what does Lisa, your spouse, say about hearing better? What does she think about the lyric?
She's very happy. Yeah, she's very, very happy. I mean, it's just to be on the other side of someone with a hearing disorder, and it's got to be tough on her end too. And it's terrific. I mean, she's thrilled. She just doesn't want me to turn them off selectively. That's really the bottom line. And the funny part is that whereas if we're watching TV, she'll have to reach for the remote to change the volume, I can just put my little magnet in my ear and ratchet it up or down, which is kind of a nice little convenience.
Okay. Well, thanks for agreeing to come in here today and talk a little bit about your hearing loss and the lyric. I think that's really great because a lot of people are thinking the same thing that you're thinking, and you have said it very, very well, basically about what your hearing loss is and how hearing aids have helped you and everything.
So thank you for everything. It's been
Appreciate
great.
it.
I appreciate it.